Welcome to the Professor Dor Show. It's nearly 4 p.m. in Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. Hope your day was okay. Even in mine, my day has been okay on this Monday evening. So today I want to talk about something interesting: transport chaos in Kenya. Before in the 1980s and 90s, Kenya had a well-organized transport system. We had buses. They were around, majority was 60-seater. 60 passengers, and then they also had double decker, which had in total over 100 passenger seater. Then something happened in the early 2000s. They opened the market to all kind of players. The matatus. Matatus are 14 passenger seater vehicles, vans. So these vans, although they are good, they take a short time to have passengers on top, but they're very chaotic. Gangs, accidents, all type of chaos, you name it, they are indoors. So now the transport sector in Kenya is chaos because the Kenya bus service collapsed, and then all kinds. Now the Kenyan India, you can even put a mkokoteni or it's called it a wheel hand cart on the road and carry people. That's how crazy it is here in Kenya. So the other day I heard the government has put billions of Kenya shillings in the industry. Me, I was hoping they can do electric buses. And this is simple. The world is going electric. We have solar energy. You can see the sun in my face. We have hydroelectric, which all of us use. So if you have these electric buses and you bring them in mass, give them to the various circles in Kenya, flood the market with the electric buses, ensure all circles have the buses, they can take them on loan. You know, these circles are well managed because it's like a welfare group where you have owners of the matatus, the vans, the drivers and conductors. But the main members are the owners, because a driver here of a matatu or a conductor, their job is not permanent. They can be fired anytime. So this is the other problem we're talking about. If you have organized transport, electric buses in the circles, they can hire drivers and conductors on contracts. Maybe 1 year, 2 years, it depends on how they'll decide. These drivers are well paid per week, medical cover and all that. They are well trained, they have discipline. Now the passengers don't need to pay cash. They have prepaid cards that can be sold by the circles or any other private entity. So that when you enter a bus, like a friend of mine went to Germany, he said when you enter a bus in Germany, you use a card, you swap. But I'm expecting here in Kenya you have not reached that level. Maybe you just have a conductor who swaps your card, the money enters the system. So that means anytime a bus is on the road, they have money to operate. And they're using electric, so it means the running costs are very low. According to the economists will tell you that. So conductors, drivers will be paid weekly. The owners will get money. You know, here in Kenya everything is money. So if they are convinced that this thing is profitable, they are making profits. Because at the end of the day, the problem here in Africa, especially Kenya, everything is about money. They'll come on board. We remove the transport chaos in Kenya. And then we also need trains that can go far. Traveling here in Kenya long distance is the worst experience. Me, I live my home areas in Western Kenya. To travel from Nairobi to that place by bus is 12 hours. Not that the road is long and also the roads are not so well. It's because of the traffic jam on the roads. So if you have rail transport, SGR, electric train going long distance, it will help. It will reduce the cost. It will ensure that drivers, it's called what? It will ensure that drivers, ensure that there are less accidents on the road. It will ensure that people are well treated, passengers travel on time, you reach on time, and to avoid this chaos that we have on the road, rail transport, more airports. But at the end of the day, the main issue is transport in Nairobi, passenger traffic. It's chaotic. The transport chaos needs to end, electric buses, trams, because these are some of the things that Kenya should have developed from the 90s, but we regressed. Now we have buses all over, we have chaotic things all over, and you just wonder how people behave feeders, just allowing the system to collapse. Because now, when I look at the bus system in Kenya, it collapsed. That's why individuals like me, people buy their own personal vehicles to move around comfortable without harassment, keep time. Imagine you're leaving the house, you have, let's say, an appointment at 9 a.m. If you're using public means, it means you have to leave your house much earlier, maybe by, if the appointment is at 9 a.m. or interview, you have to leave by 7 a.m. But if you have one personal car, you can leave at 8 a.m. and reach early. Because the public transport is not reliable, you don't know if you'll get the bus, if it will leave on time, it's chaos. But if you have electric buses, organized system, you just know that this bus will leave at 8 a.m., whether you are one passenger or two passengers. Because money is moving around in the system. People are getting money, people are getting whatever they need. That's why I'm saying the transport chaos needs to end. Africa needs to be like the so-called developed countries, where we adopt things that help us. You cannot be a city, you call yourself a city of Nairobi, you want tourists to compete with Singapore, Sri Lanka, okay, let's say Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, in terms of tourists. But when you enter here, it's as if you're traveling in chaos. It's just a mad world. It's like the Wild West on the roads. So you need electric buses, trams, organized transport system, payment, and all that. So thanks for listening to me. Subscribe to my channel, and let's having this conversation about issues that affect Africa and which areas you can improve. And with those few words, I just want to say Bwaheri Kuonana, and I hope to see you again on my channel. Thank you a lot. Thanks.